What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault at Sports Talk Matt. To follow me on Twitter, BetMGM, the title sponsor of this podcast, with their offer for new users, a $1,000 first bet offer with the promo code JUICE when you sign up for a new account at BetMGM.com. Promo code JUICE. All right, so a 3-2 night last night. The parlay, the biggest favorite killed the parlay. Lakers are still playing, but they're up by 30. They're winning. We saw the Stars win, Warriors lose. They've got to go to Sacramento for a game 7 now. Yikes. Kings might knock out the Warriors. How about that? That's crazy. I'll tell you a little more about my game 7 betting here in just 1 second as to what's going to happen. But we've got a good mark going with Carolina and the Islanders. Unfortunately, that series is over. 6-0 we went in that series. It's pretty good. Take 6-0 every time. When it comes to betting, we got that right, but the parlay misses, and also the under 1.5 goals for the Bruins misses. The over hits, we got that right, and then we got the over in the first period. Lucky break there with Colorado and Seattle. One goal got pulled off the board. Again, we'll talk about the Bruins in a second, but another ridiculous review. We got the over, though. Luckily, they scored another goal there late, so we got over there. 3-1 on the full unit plays. We're now down 2 units on the parlay. I might need to bury that. That might be gone. That's just losing money, unfortunately. I'm better with straight betting than I had been with parlays, but if I hit one of them on a plus 600, I would be kind of right back in business, but it's not been, I tried to shrink it and go 3 units and I couldn't get that, or point, plus 300, I couldn't get it done. So kind of annoying. So the Bruins lose. Look, give the Panthers credit. They're forcing the Bruins to play their game. I've said it on Twitter. I'll say it here. I said it here before. The Bruins can't win 7-5 hockey games. It's not how they play. They're not built for that. They're built for 3-1. And Ullmark has been awful. He's hurt, okay? His hip is banged up. He should not play in Game 7. That's why you have Swayman. Swayman's goals against average at home was 1.8. Play him in Game 7, Montgomery. Have the courage to pull Linus Ullmark. He's toast at the moment. Florida's making Boston play their style. So many mistakes. Bad penalties. Boston scored 5 goals. When the Bruins score 5 goals, man alive. But here's the thing. The Bruins got to score first. When the Bruins score first, they win. When they don't, they tend to lose now. It's pretty much like a really big precursor. So the Bruins score first in Game 7 on Sunday. Live bet the Bruins. If Florida scores first in Game 7, may want to live bet the Florida Panthers or wait for the Bruins to tie it up and then bet the Panthers. Here's the thing. I got a pretty good ticket riding on the Bruins to win this series because I parlayed the Knights and the Bruins together to win their series. The Knights are in. So now I got to bet the Panthers. So I'm going to bet the Panthers on Sunday. How much? I don't know yet, but I'm going to bet the Panthers on Sunday. Same thing for the Kings. I have a ticket on the Warriors to win the West. So I got to go in and bet a little bit on the Kings to win Game 7 to kind of get back in case they win and the Warriors lose. So just sort of how I'm going to hedge and what I do, how I play off my tickets, why I like taking positions because I can play off those positions. That's what I'm going to be doing coming up here for the Game 7s for this weekend. But we'll get to those games later in the weekend. I have got 2 bets in hockey, 1 bet in the NBA, and 1 bet in Major League Baseball to give you guys here in just 1 second. Before we try to keep this good week going, let me tell you a little bit about how you guys can win a free premium year upgrade on BettingPros on our very fun application that is free for you guys to download that app right now. It's available in the Android store. It's available in the iOS store. Very easy to find that. Just go and search BettingPros, and you guys can win a free year upgrade simply by liking this video, by subscribing to the BettingPros YouTube channel, and leaving a comment underneath me, because when you do, you could win the free premium upgrade at the end of the month. We're almost at the end of the month. Whether you're looking for access to exclusive picks, top-rated player props, or custom analysis of your betting performance, BettingPros Premium has tools to help you catch more bets. If you don't want to wait for the giveaway, however, you can sign up today at bettingpros.com/upgrade and start betting smarter, not harder. Okay, so here we are going into today. The breakdowns are not going to be long because you guys know why I'm betting them, okay? Under 1.5 goals, New Jersey and the New York Rangers at 1.2 units. Why? We know why, okay? These teams are going to play tight hockey games. They've been playing tight hockey games for a while. We're just going to continue to ride this here. I've been betting streaks all week. That's the theme of the week. I'm going to keep rolling with betting on streaks here. And we've got the Devils and we've got the Rangers. It's 1-5 going to the over, okay? Over 1.5 goals. It's 5-1 to the under. Under -120, New Jersey and the New York Rangers. Now, Toronto, Tampa, Edmonton, LA Kings. The first period, 1.5. Whew, juicy. 150, 160 about average price around the books. Too expensive for me to bet it. I don't like betting anything really over 135. That's kind of my max. 130, 135. That's my ceiling. What if we parlay it? What if we do a half unit parlay? This is not a great bet, okay? I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is awesome EV. I'm not going to tell you that this is a smart wager. You can say, Matt, this is a square bet. What are you doing? But it's plus 167 odds. If you go ahead and parlay over 1.5 goals, Tampa and Toronto, and over 1.5 goals, Edmonton, LA Kings, both those games should get off to really fast starts. We're talking about a 5-1 mark for Edmonton, 5-1 mark for LA Kings, and a 5-5 mark every game, 100% of the time. First period over has hit. That's why it's 165 for Toronto and Tampa. They're making us pay, so let's just parlay it together. Toronto, Tampa over 1.5 goals in the first period, parlayed with over 1.5 goals, Edmonton and the LA Kings. It's a plus 167 parlay for a half a unit. All right. What am I doing with the other half a unit? I will have 2 NBA player props to give you guys here for Denver and for Phoenix. Why do I want to bet that? Well, I think the game's going to be high scoring. And because of that, I like betting NBA player props when there's a lot of offense that's going to be expected. Because you guys like betting over on props. I like betting over on props. Phoenix this year was 23-18-2 to the over. They were 34-20-3 against the Western Conference to the over as a whole. Denver was actually under at home. They were 24-19-1. But in their last game against Minnesota, it went over. In their home game against Minnesota back on the second home game, it went over by 13.5 points. That was more of Minnesota and less about what's happening with the Denver Nuggets. I just think we're going to see a lot of offense here. The Suns, their last game went over by 41 points. They gave up 130 points to the Clippers at home, but they scored 136 points. In their first game on the road against the Clippers in their series, it was 225.5. It went over by 27.5 points. This is on the road here for the Suns. Yes, you could say, Matt, it's at altitude. They could be, gassed at the end of the game. Maybe. I do lean towards Denver -2.5, but I'm going to bet the zigzag theory. I'm going to see whoever wins game 1, I will fade in game 2. For game 1, I'm going to bet the over 226. Over 226, Denver and Phoenix here for 1.1 units. And I'm going to come back with the Pirates. We got rained out yesterday. We have Rich Hill on the mound for the Pirates. It's Patrick Corbin this time, though. They switched it up. It's Corbin Day. Here's the thing. No book is putting up first 5. I'm going to have a play on the first 5 over, okay? It's probably going to be 5.5. First 5 over. It's 9. The total's 9. The books are waiting to see how they go with the total. I'm going to bet the Pirates, though, to win the game. Pirates money line. I know it's Rich Hill. He's not great, but Patrick Corbin's horrible. On the road, Pirates. It's an early start. 1 o'clock Eastern time, 10 o'clock Pacific time starts. Hopefully you guys get this early. You can go ahead and pop this in. Pirates -130 on the money line. We're jumping on Pirates -130 money line up against the Washington Nationals and Patrick Corbin. But I also will have a personal play on the over 5. First 5 over 5. Okay. First 5 over 5 for the Nats and the Pirates. It's probably 5.5 or so. If it's 6.5, I might pause. But 5.5, I think it's a decent play to bet the over. But officially, we're going Pirates money line at -130. All right. So we got a good number of plays going today for a Saturday. Give us a bunch of stuff to watch in 3 different sports to watch. Under 1.5 goals, first period, Devils Rangers -120. Parlay of Toronto, Tampa, Edmonton, LA Kings over 1.5 goals in each one of those games in the first period at +167. Over 226 for Denver and Phoenix at 1.1 units. And the Pirates money line up against the Nationals here today for 1.3 units. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me on Twitter at SportsTalkMatt. Each and every single morning, it is the Daily Juice Podcast being brought to you by BetMGM.